We have new Rare Beauty blushes. These ones are called the New Soft Pinch Matte Bouncy Blush. And we have 7 blushes to swatch on the face. So let's go ahead and get into it. But if you're new here, hi, my name is Jarrell. I hope that you guys are here to stay. You can go ahead and click the subscribe button because that will definitely help me out. I am trying to reach 10K by the end of the year. So that is a big, huge goal for me. I have been doing YouTube since 2017. So it has been a hot minute. So hopefully this year is the year where we actually hit 10K. If you guys are a return subscribers, what's up? How are you? I hope that you guys are having an amazing day. If you guys can also share my content with maybe, I don't know, friends, family members, anyone, the neighbor, so you guys can help me out as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, guys, so I'm checking on the Sephora website. You guys already know that the Sephora VIB sale is starting. Just in case you don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to the Sephora spring sales event that is happening, you can actually get a discount. So if you are a Rouge member, you already know this, but if you're a Rouge member, you can go ahead and get a 20% discount, and it starts from April 4th to April 14th. If you are a VIB, then you will get 15% off, and that will start on April 8th to April 14th. And if you are an insider, you can also shop starting from the 8th of April to the 14th of April, and you will get 10% discount. If you want to shop any of the Sephora collection, then you will get a 30% discount from the moment that the sale starts, which is on the 4th to the 14th. Anyways, I know it's a lot of information before the swatches, but I need to take care of all of this just in case you guys did not know. But yeah, go ahead and start with the swatches. I'm going to start from like the brightest ones to the lightest ones. They do have a shelf life of 12 months and they are made in Korea. This one is called Grateful. It does have like that putty kind of a texture to it, and they are matte. So here we have Grateful. That is super, super bright. So let's go ahead and now swatch it on the skin. I'm going to use what I have on my finger. You can see how much pigment just from swatching it and also using it on my cheek. And I only have my skincare. I don't have anything else on my face, just my skincare. And it blended out really, really nicely. Let me just add a little bit more. So just going straight to the blush and just adding a little bit more. That is very, very pretty, and it's blending again really, really nicely. It's giving me like a blurry effect. That's pretty, and you can definitely blend it out and sheer it out, which I do really like that. So this one right here is in the shade Grateful. So the next shade that we have here is Alive, and let me go ahead and swatch it for you guys. This one, it's a little bit more on the tangerine side, not so reddish, but has a little bit more orange to it. So I'm going to go straight to it. So the packaging for the blushes is very simple, a little bit of a lighter weight, and it does not have a mirror, just so you guys know. But it is more on the affordable side for being $27. So here we have Alive, and right away I can definitely see a difference. This one has a little bit more of a tangerine base to it. Just adding a little bit more. It's really, really beautiful. I absolutely love the tangerine shade that it has on the skin, but they do look similar on the skin. This one definitely pulling a little bit more orangey than this one, but still close. Right, so here we have Alive. Right, so here we have Thriving, and here we have the blush. Swatching it for you guys. So now going in with the brush. Okay, if you are into pink blushes, I think this one is going to be a beautiful, beautiful one to have. Like, this makes me so happy already. This is so beautiful. I love this shade. I have been really enjoying like pink blushes so much. But yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness, that is so beautiful. Add a little bit more because I think I shared up a little too much for you guys. Or maybe not. Oh my goodness, but look at that. That's so pretty. Adding a little bit of powder here just because I brought the blush a little bit too in. It's making my nose red. Nobody wants that. All right, so here we have Thriving. Okay, I think this one right here is going to be so much fun for a lot of us. So this is in the shade Truth, and here we have the swatch. Let me just build it up a little bit more. I'm very, very curious to see how this shade looks on me. So it definitely has a little bit more like purpleness to it. It's really, really pretty, especially for like fall and winter. I can definitely see myself wearing something like this. I always want to do this. So here we have a Truth, and it is a really nice, beautiful shade. It does have a little bit of purpleness in there, just a little tiny bit. And it is definitely a little bit deeper in shade versus Thriving. Thriving, it's a little bit brighter. It's a little bit more vibrant than Truth, but it's a beautiful shade. Here we have the shade in Worth. And this shade in particular, I do feel like it's a little bit more on the orangey side, but more muted than this one right here. All right, so going in with Worth. Yeah, I like this one. I really, really like this one, especially for every single day. It has a little bit of like a warm undertone, and I really do like it. So pretty. This is like an everyday blush for me. All right, so here we have Worth. All right, next we have Happy. And this shade in particular in the liquid form is the one that I use all the time, just because it's like the perfect pink for my skin tone. So I am not surprised that I'm already liking what I am seeing. It's so pretty. Yeah, it's a beautiful like pinky corally kind of shade. So here we have Happy. So the last shade that we have is Hope. All right, so here we have Hope. Hope does have a little bit more of a mauve tone to it, so it's a little bit more toned down versus Happy, that it's a little bit on the brighter side. Obviously not as bright as this one, but it is just a little bit brighter. Yeah, it's a beautiful shade, another shade that you can definitely use for every single day. So here we have Hope. All right guys, so here is the final look. I went ahead and just did my makeup off camera, and I decided to use this shade for today's makeup, which is in the shade Hope. Is the last shade that I just swatched for you guys, and I absolutely love the blushes so much. But let me tell you a little bit about them, because I don't think that I actually gave you a description. They are described as a cushiony, creamy to powder blush that gives the dreamiest flush of color with a lasting blur matte finish. No wonder the cheeks looked really nice and blurred. So because they are matte, they are going to give you that blurring effect, because they're not going to enhance any of your texture or anything like that, which is amazing. And I also wanted to test it out on top of powder, because I have to have powder on my T-zone. I am definitely oily to combination. I sweat a lot on my T-zone, and I am oily on top of that. So I need to make sure that this blush is going to work on my combo skin, and it did just that. I was able to apply this blush right on top of powder, and it went on so nicely. Again, just the blendability of these blushes right here, and the way that they just apply to the skin, they are very, very beautiful. The only thing that keeps on throwing me off is that I want to actually look in the mirror, but there's no mirror in these blushes, and I understand that they wanted to keep the price a little bit on the more affordable side for being at Sephora. So I understand that they had to do this for packaging wise, but yeah, that's the only thing that I'm actually like noticing right away, that I just keep on doing the same thing. I did it so many times, but yeah, that's the only thing that I can say that I maybe don't like about the packaging, that is missing a mirror. But that's it. Everything else is absolutely perfect, the shade and everything. So I hope that this video is helpful for you, especially if you had your eyes on these blushes and you just needed to see them in like somebody's skin, you wanted to see swatches, you just wanted to see them in action. I hope that I was able to help you with that. But yeah, that is it, my friend. That is it for this video. I am going to be linking everything that I have on my face and everything that I use for today's video down below in the description area. They are affiliated, so thank you so much if you guys are using my links, because it helps me out so much and just brings it back to my channel. You guys already know how makeup is. Anyways, yeah, that is it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love, your time, and support. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, and I will see you next time. Bye.